this is what you will need. You will need a servo like this one, and this is a 40 kilo servo, so it can pull the pipe up and down. You will need a cable clamp to fasten it, dog of hair. And you will need the pipe, so you can turn it can be rated for gas or water, depending on what you're going to use it for. Here I have my RC controller that I found from some old project laying around. The first thing I had to do was to take off the top and measure the turning knob so I could 3D print another knob. Here I have my new 3D print. I've test mounted them on the controller, as you can see here. I'm going to use some super glue to mount it to ensure it stays mounted. Here we see the servo and the controller working together, so when I move the knob, the servo also works. I'm going to move the top a little bit, so when I turn the knob, the servo moves 45 degrees, same 45 degrees as the pipe fitting will do. This ensures that when the servo turns, the pipe fitting properly opens, and turns again, it properly closes. Then I'll drill a hole in the pipe's turning knob and screw it down to the servo bracket, ensuring when the servo turns, the pipe handle also turns. I also used a pipe clamp to properly ensure the tightening, along with another screw. It's a makeshift assembly, but it will work. Okay, here you can see I've 3D printed some brackets to hold the pipe and the servo together. You can also see my ignition setup for the jet engine, but you can ignore that for now. And then it properly turns and it opens all the way. And when I turn the knob slowly, it closes. You can notice that the pipe fitting is turning a little bit in the 3D print, but that's because I only mounted it on one side. I'm going to be fastened on both sides afterwards. Here I mounted the 3D print the wrong way. It's not too bad, but I just have to unscrew it and mount it the other way around to make sure the knob on the pipe fitting and the clamp doesn't hit anything so it can move freely. The initial intent for this project was to have the handled gas running through it to properly control a jet engine. So here you can see that the intent was to mount this butane tank with a cable on this cable hose. And then have to control it with a radio controller to adjust the flow of butane. Away from that concept, so for this assembly I just used a simple servo with a 3D print attachment, so when I turn the servo it will push against the butane tank and that way adjust the flow. This is for the jet engine setup, and I will mount everything to the floor or to a bracket. But for this project, this will work fine for water and gas, and it's a easy and cheap assembly to build.